What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So this is basically the first camping trip of the Entegra Launch 19YG. Just here with a few friends. We found a spot dispersed in Stanislaus. I went here before on my motorcycle and we managed to find it again. So I went here 5 years ago on motorcycles, me, my wife, and my friend. And it's way different now that with RVs, but it's a nice, really nice view. Show you guys. It's like right next to a road, but it's not loud. And you can hike down there to the water. So you can see there. Yeah. But let's go back to why I'm making this video. So I just kind of want to give kind of like a quick impression on the first camping trip. So prep the van, water, electricity is good. I was running the fan, I think, most of the night just to get, stale air out of the van while you're sleeping. But I actually turned it off because it got really cold here last night. So battery wise, 19YG, it has the two AGM batteries. Each battery's, they say it's 230 amp hours. And sorry, I'm running out of elevation. But it's actually enough. It's enough to run most of what you need in here. I'm not really running hardcore electronics in here, so I'm just camping. So the cooktop, I didn't run the AC. I don't need the AC tonight. I have a propane generator in here too. I haven't run it yet. Yeah, just the lights, using the water, using the inverter, charging my stuff, using the water pump, stuff like that. Like the battery is just fine. Like I'm using it, like I'm not trying to conserve or anything. I'm conserving water, which I want to mention actually next is the water situation. So you fill this up, right? And then when you start driving, there's water loss. You just dump water on the road because of just the overflow. So that one, I don't know how to solve that, but like I called La Mesa RV, asking them for tips, but they said it's just industry standard. They built this within industry standard, and that's kind of like expected. So unfortunately, there's not a quick solution to that. So if anyone out there, I'm sure someone out there has dealt with this. I was thinking about, I don't know, getting like an extension to the hose to the overflow, but I'm not sure if that's even gonna do anything. It's still gonna leak out. So I think, so basically you fill it up to 100, it leaks out, it goes down to all the way to like 67%. I don't know how much 67% is because the gauge on these things are not accurate. So we're gonna use it like how we normally use things, and then we're just gonna basically find out that way how much 67% of the water tank is actually in real life, like actual. So they say it's 21 gallon water tank. So if it's 67%, what am I left with, like less than 20 or 20, so something, or less than 20, something like that. I mean, we're not I don't plan to shower in this, so we're gonna find out how much is really left. This is gonna be a 4-day camping trip, 3 nights, 4 days, so I'm not really sure how much of the water we're really gonna be using. So as you can see, I do have a bathroom tent because I don't really want to clean the bathroom right now, so we're just gonna do a bathroom stuff outside like we used to. We have a bathroom set up with a toilet and all that stuff. So the van is really just for sleeping in, and sleeping in and being comfortable. And what else can I say? The solar seems to be working really, really well. It's charging the battery like immediately as soon as the sun came out. I think I was running, like I said, the fan all night. So from 13 point something volts, it went down to like 12.8, and that's it. And then immediately today, it's like back to 13. It's just it charged it immediately. I'm still running the fan right now. If you guys can see, still running the fan. It's still open up there. So I'm just gonna keep running it. I'm just basically just stress testing it a little bit. The drive up here, like I said, it's elevation, so it's kind of windy today, but it's like 9,000 feet, and the van kind of struggles on the uphills. So this is a 4-cylinder diesel, and it kind of struggled, just climbing up. some hills and switchbacks, things like that. So you gotta slow down a little bit. You gotta pull over for some people. Not a big deal. There's a lot of pull-offs here, Stanislaus, and it's a nice area. So yeah, what else can I say? We're still just testing everything out. We're basically running all the appliances, all that stuff. We're using the cooktop. So let's see. This one actually works really well, but it draws a lot of power. This is the one that comes with the van, so it does take up a lot of power. So the bug net really works great. In here, see if I can show you guys our setup. It's a little messy of course it's used. So I got my bag up there. We actually managed to fit 3 people in there. So me and my wife and my 4-year-old son, we all fit in there. It's tight, but it's okay. It's not like none of us are like can't move or anything. We can move still, but it's tight. But I guess if once he gets older, and we can't do that anymore. The garage space, great. I love this cargo area of this van. It's like it just works so well. I can still access my stuff even though the bed is down. In the sink situation, do that stuff. Your toiletries, charging, all that stuff. My inverter's still on, fan's still on. It's just. Let me see how much battery levels I have here. See, like back to 13.3 volts, and I've been running this fan like not on max speed, but like just low speed, enough to get the air fresh in here. Also the blackout curtains, as you can see there, it's blackout curtains. It rolls down from the top. You can roll it back up. So we actually did not know that there's blackout curtains back here. So we were woken up early because the sun hit our face on the back windows. But now we see there's blackout curtains. We have the window there. It's really nice. Like this thing is just really nice, guys. Like I kind of don't want to go primitive camping anymore, which I'm gonna be doing next weekend, because I'm gonna go to like a spot that like a favorite of ours, but it's off-road, and this van, I don't think this van can do it yet. So yeah, make sure you close this, no bugs can get in. Yeah, so next weekend, the weakness of this van is the off-road capability. As is, it's not capable yet. So I'm thinking about doing a suspension modification and maybe some tire changes. That's pretty much it. Everything else is great. I was thinking about changing to like a different power situation, but like I was just gonna get the Jackery 5000. I'm just gonna carry the Jackery 5000 with me, and then run the whole van off of that, basically like shore powered, basically, because it's 5000. The 5000 Jackery is like, it's almost like a full van, like lithium setup in a small package. So that's kind of like, I want to do that next. So I'm gonna be basically, I can run it from the inside, but then I have to open a window to run my shore power cable down there. I don't want to leave it outside, someone can steal it. So anyways, that's pretty much it. Just a quick update for you guys. Maybe I'll shoot another video when I get home about if I find anything else, but so far this is a nice spot. I mean, and also the van, it just gives us more of a, I barely like put in any effort in setting up. I just parked here, lowered the bed, and we just went to bed, basically brushed teeth, went to bed, have dinner, stuff like that. Super easy. Everything inside the van. So I kind of want to just do a very quick recap, see how fast I can do this, of the van post trip. And let's see, overall I would say I love the van. I love how it's built and what's the amenities that they include with this. I know the price is the price, whatever, wherever and however you're gonna get it, but the way they put it together, specifically the Jayco and the Entegra Launch, I love the furniture in here, right? I mentioned that before. I just love how it's how it looks. So functionality, driving this thing, the 4-cylinder, it could be better for sure. It's heavy, things that are heavy in here, but I wouldn't look into the power more. Mainly what I want to change in here is the suspension. So the suspension will need to be changed to something beefier that will carry the weight better, as well as if you can change the brakes on this, the brakes would definitely help, because you're throwing in a lot of weight, moving a lot of weight, and trying to stop with a lot of weight. It's just it doesn't feel very confidence inspiring. So let's just get those out of the way in terms of like the van itself. The van is fine. It's just, it could help do a little. It could do with a little bit of mods here and there, but nothing crazy. So we were out for total 4 days, 3 nights. Cold type of camping situation. So we didn't really use the AC, and what we used is everything else. So the water, we basically stress tested the water, how much we use. We're still trying to conserve. We're not trying to like just use water, but the way we used water when we came back here, I still had to drain some. So I mentioned to you guys before that when you're driving, when you're at 100%, you filled it at your house. You started driving, you start to lose some water, and then the gauge will drop to 67%, even though you just filled it. Don't be scared about that. The 67% is still pretty high, based on my experience with I wasn't using the shower like, every day or anything like that, just very sparingly. Also very, very limited use. So I don't know how, everything's personal, how you use water is personal. If you're trying to conserve, you're actively trying to conserve, it's gonna last. So it did last for us, and there's 3 of us in here, my son and wife. So 3 of us using the water, washing dishes, washing hands constantly, so we're clean. And yeah, it lasted, and I still had to drain some. So I started to use the generator. As you can see, I did 1.8, I don't know, hours. Is that hours? Yeah. So I was using the generator to recharge it, because I was stationary for, yeah, most of the time I was there. And once we parked, we were kind of set up camp, and that's it. The diesel heater worked great for, I think it was 27 degrees at night when we were camping. So it definitely got cold, and the diesel heater worked great. So the diesel heater uses the diesel from the van. So it's still very conservative, and it's very efficient. So even though we were running it for like 1 hour every night just to warm up the van, our fuel level never decreased by any, not by much. I can't even notice if it decreased at all. So and I want to just touch up on this. The cockpit area, the driving situation is amazing on this van. So the driving assist, the lane keep assist, stuff like that keeps you, easy to, it makes it easy to kind of move something this big around. It's just because you have a lot of help. And I want to note that only the Jayco and the Entegra has the leather steering wheel and the nice infotainment system. The Winnebago Revel somehow has rubber steering wheel and not so good infotainment system. I don't know why that is. So for a more expensive build, this one has a more luxurious kind of interior. So I just kind of want to note that. I don't know what that's about, but it is. So my son was sitting here. Yeah, he has plenty of space. He was messing with the window. It's fine. He was doing that. The sink is plenty of counter space. We used everything, even the extension here. We used this area as well. We used the bug nets. The bug nets work great. Most of the time we had the van door open, and it's fine. Initially we had a bathroom set up outside, but we ended up moving that bucket in here, and we're just using this because this one has its own light and exhaust, so it kind of acts as the outdoor bathroom anyway. So we kind of just have it there, and you don't smell anything inside here with this situation. Like it's fine. So actually in the middle of the night we were able to comfortably just go in here and use the toilet and stuff like that. I'm not using this one just yet because I'm just not comfortable handling cassette like situation right now. So when I work up to it I will, but so far right now we're using our tried and true bucket method. So, and that's what we've been doing. Anyway, so we overpacked. If you pack well, you can use this as a living space and play area essentially. And then yeah, so I think next time we will do better and pack a little bit less so my son can play in here. All 3 of us fit in this bed. So 2 adults and 1 4-year-old, we fit in here. Of course we're not spreading out, not by much, but we're still able to fit in here and sleep comfortably, and and all that stuff. So in any case, if you can't, you can spin this around and have a setup here where you can lay down here and then have your feet like somewhere in here, which I was initially thinking about doing, but I didn't need to. So the space in here moving around when you're camping is, I think this is really, for me, I like the space. I don't live in it, so I can't speak for people that actually live in this thing. But for me, for a short getaway, 4 day, 5 day with a family, it's fine. Especially if I'm by myself, this is plenty of room for me. So I don't know. I can't complain. I love it. I love it in here. So at night it's so cozy. Yeah, it feels like an airplane. When you're in the airplane, when it's at night, everything's dark. It kind of feels like that. Get some air in here. Yeah. So anyways, not much else to say. I just want to do a quick kind of post-trip assessment, and I like it in here, so I have no complaints really. So I think yeah, the water situation, the power situation is adequate for what they give you. You can always upgrade, but I think for what you get in here, it's good enough, and I don't really have anything that I want to change immediately in here. I was just gonna buy a Jackery 5000 if I want more power, and I just kind of like tie it down over there and then just use that as power. But other than that, I'm not really. I don't have any takeaways where I'm like, damn, I wish they did this, they did that. But like I said, the suspension I would change, but that's not their department. That's someone else's. I would change the suspension to something more off-road capable, or even just stronger, so it can carry the weight of this build. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Very quick. If you guys have any interest, if you have any concerns, or you want to ask me specifically about it, I can just answer that, because I don't really know what else to talk about. I just finished draining the water in here, the fresh water, because there's still some left. I just drained it, and now it's all good. I might go ahead and wash the thing and park it again in here. So other than that, there's nothing else. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.